Welcome all of you. Today's topic is about pigments. Majorly, we will be seeing in detail about heme compounds. Let us see the chemistry of these pigments. The heme compound majorly consists of two main pigments, that is hemoglobin and myoglobin. The major source is the animal source of this pigment. So these heme compounds or myoglobin and hemoglobin are the pigments obtained or found in animal sources. Before going in detail about the pigment, let us see the structure of myoglobin and hemoglobin. So here it is a structure of myoglobin and hemoglobin. Four molecules of myoglobin makes one molecule of hemoglobin. As you can see here, the structure of myoglobin in detail. So there is centrally present iron atom. This iron atom have 6 sites to bind with different other groups. So the 4 site of iron is bounded with the nitrogen atom. The 5th site of iron is occupied by the histidine, and the 6th site or 6th ligand is empty or free for binding of various other different groups. But mainly on the 6th side there is oxygen binding taking place, as it helps hemoglobin to transport the oxygen throughout the body. So this is the simple structure of myoglobin. The centrally present iron atom have 6 valency. The 4 which is satisfied by nitrogen atom, 5th is occupied by histidine, and 6th site is free, which is mostly bounded by the molecular oxygen. So this is the simple structure of myoglobin and hemoglobin. Now the meat color is determined by the chemistry of this myoglobin and the state of oxidation of this iron atom. These iron atoms exist in two states. One is reduced state, that is ferrous, and oxidized state, that is ferric. Now very important, here two reactions takes place, that is oxidation and oxygenation. So when this iron atom oxidized and convert from ferrous to ferric, the myoglobin originally present converts to metmyoglobin, which is undesirable and a brown color pigment. Okay, and oxygenation means the binding of oxygen molecule at the 6th site of the myoglobin atom or myoglobin molecule, and the myoglobin converts to oxymyoglobin, which is a bright red color pigment and which is desirable. So remember the two difference between the oxidation and the oxygenation. Oxidation occurs when the iron atom get oxidized, or auto-oxidation takes place, which is undesirable when myoglobin converts to metmyoglobin. And oxygenation occurs when the oxygen or molecular oxygen binds to the 6th site of the myoglobin molecule, and the myoglobin converts to oxymyoglobin, which is a bright red color pigment and which is desirable. So this is the difference between oxidation and oxygenation. Now, as discussed above, the color of the myoglobin is purplish red, and when this myoglobin oxidizes, it converts to brown red color pigment, that is metmyoglobin. And when there is oxygenation of myoglobin, it converts to oxymyoglobin, that is a bright red color pigment. Now when there is the formation of metmyoglobin, the 6th site of iron is occupied by water molecule, and the myoglobin molecule becomes incapable of binding the oxygen. Now, depending upon the ratio of myoglobin, metmyoglobin and oxymyoglobin present in the muscles of animal, the color of the meat differs. The interconversion between these pigments can also occur. If there is a high partial pressure of oxygen, then there is chances of formation of oxymyoglobin by oxygenation. Opposite, if there is low partial pressure of oxygen, then there are chances of oxidation and formation of metmyoglobin. So in order to get oxymyoglobin formation or to enhance oxymyoglobin formation, the level of oxygen in environment is very much important. It should be at the saturation level. Also, the rate of metmyoglobin formation caused by the heme oxidation can be minimized if oxygen is totally excluded. It means to avoid the formation of metmyoglobin, either the environment should be having high or saturated level of oxygen, or it should be totally devoid of oxygen. In addition, oxidation occurs more rapidly at pH values, lower pH values. Also, different metals like copper ions are also known to promote the auto-oxidation of the myoglobin pigment. Now, let us see what are the reasons of discoloration in various meat products. So, majorly there are two different reactions that causes green discoloration of myoglobin. The first is when hydrogen peroxide react with the ferrous or ferric side of heme and forms choleglobin, that is a green colored pigment. And when hydrogen sulfide and oxygen react with myoglobin and forms sulfomyoglobin, which is also a green colored pigment. This hydrogen peroxide and hydrogen sulfide are produced due to the bacterial growth on the meat product. The third mechanism which gives green pigmentation or green discoloration to the meat products is due to curing, which we will see in the coming slide. Let us see cured meat pigments. So what is curing process? It is a preservation technique used for preserving meat and meat products where the combination of salt, sugar and preservative like nitrates and nitrites are used. So it gives a stable pink color at the end. Cured meat products have a stable pink color. Let us see what reaction causes this stable pink color. So the first reaction which occurs, that is between the nitric oxide that comes from the preservative we add and the myoglobin, and which produces nitric oxide myoglobin, also known as nitrosyl myoglobin. This nitrosyl myoglobin is a bright red color pigment, but it is unstable. So upon heating, it converts to more stable form, that is nitrosyl hemochrome or myohemochromogen, that is pink colored, and this compound is responsible for the stable pink color in the cured meats. So the first reaction is between the nitric oxide and myoglobin, which gives nitric oxide myoglobin or nitrosyl myoglobin, which is bright red color but unstable. Further, on heating, it converts to stable form, that is nitrosyl hemochrome. Now suppose if there is presence of metmyoglobin, then there are chances that it can form some alternate product. So it is required to use reducing agent so that whatever the oxidation is caused to the myoglobin is reversed. Now when metmyoglobin, that is oxidized myoglobin, reacts with nitrous acid, it will form nitrimyoglobin, which is unstable, and further upon heating it converts to nitrihamine, a green color pigment which is undesirable. This series of reaction causes a defect known as nitrite burn. So there is need of reducing agents such as ascorbates and sulfhydryl groups to convert this metmyoglobin into myoglobin. Let's move on to the stability of the meat pigments. As we saw, there are many factors that influences the stability of meat pigments. For example, the exposure of the light, temperature, relative humidity, pH, and presence of specific bacteria also. Specific reactions such as lipid oxidation can also increase the rate of pigment oxidation. So we can use different types of antioxidant, for example ascorbic acid, vitamin E, butylated hydroxyanisole, that is BHA, or propyl gallate to prevent the oxidation. These compounds shows the delay of lipid oxidation and improve the retention of the color or retention of the meat pigment. Other biochemical factors such as oxygen consumption prior to the slaughtering and activity of methmyoglobin reductase can also influence the color and stability of the fresh meat. So considering all the factors, we can control these factors and retain the meat pigment as possible, more as possible. Packaging consideration for meat and meat products to preserve the meat color. So it is very important to stabilize the meat color even during the storage. So appropriate storage conditions need to be provided for retention or prevention of the meat pigments. The problem of discoloration, which is caused by the heme oxidation, as we talked about the earlier, we talked about the oxidation process. It can be resolved by using modified atmospheric package. So we can prevent the formation of methmyoglobin, which is formed by the oxidation of myoglobin, can be resolved using modified atmospheric packaging. So this technique requires the packaging film which is having low gas permeability. Okay, after packaging of the meat product, the air is evacuated, means the air which is present in the packet is totally removed and the storage gas is injected. It can be of any form. For example, it can be oxygen rich or it can be oxygen devoid. So depending upon the meat product and environment, the storage gas can be injected. The muscle tissue which were stored under the condition devoid of oxygen and 100% of carbon dioxide exhibited a good color stability. So use of modified atmosphere packaging techniques results in different chemical and biochemical alterations also. So we should not forget that this modified atmospheric packaging can also hamper or influence other characteristic of the meat product. So care should be taken when the modified atmospheric packaging is used for meat and meat products. So this was all about the myoglobin and hemoglobin pigment present in meat and meat products, the stability of the pigment and the discoloration which occurs in the pigment. Thank you.